Hello class, this is Dr. Forbes, and this video is going to be about the cause-effect essay. So when you log into your eCampus class, go to Unit 4, the cause-effect essay. Cause-effect is a rhetorical style that discusses which events lead to specific results. You may find that you're assigned to write a cause-effect essay for a writing class, but you also might encounter the cause-effect essay in other disciplines, such as history, or business class, or a nursing course. Cause-effect essay is structured around the goal of discovering and discussing events that lead to certain results. When writing a cause-effect essay, you should be sure that you have researched the specific causes and are confident that you're demonstrating why they lead to these particular results. You may either concentrate on all causes, or all effects, or perhaps a combination of both. It is considered human nature to ask why and how. If you've ever been around a 2-year-old toddler, their favorite word is why. We want to know how our child got sick, so we can better prevent it from happening in the future. Or why our colleague received a pay raise, because we want one as well. We want to know how much money we will save over the long term if we buy a hybrid car. These are all examples that identify only a few of the relationships we think about in our lives, but each shows the importance of understanding cause and effect. A cause is something that produces an event or condition. An effect is the result of that event or condition. So think about if you see clouds in the sky. That doesn't always mean the result will be rain. You have to have the right clouds in the sky in order to produce rain. So there has to be a connection that is clear, and there is a clear, exact relationship between the two. When you're formulating your thesis, you can claim one of a number of causes or effects to be the primary or main idea. As soon as you claim that one cause or that one effect, that becomes more crucial than all the others. Then you've developed a thesis. The learning materials for writing your cause-effect essay are really important. This is an essay that maybe you've written in the past or in perhaps high school or in another college class. But what we're looking for here is something at the college level. So writing a cause-effect essay and choosing your topic is extremely important. So you want to watch this video about causal analysis. Read chapter 15 in our Cengage book about writing an analytical cause-effect essay. Then there's a thesis template, and you can download this template and you can practice writing your own thesis before you participate in the discussion board. Then there's a writing organizer. This helps you see the direct relationships between cause and effect. And you'll fill this out as you're doing your pre-writing or your brainstorming processes. Here are some important websites for the cause-effect essay. Transitions are extremely important in your cause-effect essay because your reader is not going to know when you move from the causes to the effects unless you tell the reader. Grammarly.com is always a good place to go look for materials that you may need in order to be able to provide good transitions or good sentence structure. And then here's a cause-effect essay organization where you can look at the rhetorical styles and you can see which one best fits with your particular topic. As I always tell students, go over the instructions with a fine-tooth comb. Make sure that you understand everything that's being asked of you for an assignment. So a cause-effect paper seeks to explain why something happens and the results of that action, event, or process. Okay, so when you're organizing your cause-effect essay, organization is critical. Do you put all the causes at the beginning and then write all the effects at the end? Do you start with the effects and then go back to the causes? Well, you can do either one of those depending on which kind of topic you've chosen. Sometimes a logical order means that there's a clear relationship between the examples. And it makes sense to start with a certain example because it leads nicely into the next example. So the requirement for this essay is that the introduction should be focused on background, definitions, and other important information the reader needs to know about the topic. Use transitions in between your examples and between your paragraphs. The conclusion needs to summarize your main points and thesis while also giving a prediction, a recommendation, or a warning. We're going to use MLA formatting throughout the paper, and you must use at least 2 reliable research sources to support your examples. I highly recommend that you use research sources from the Dallas College Library database. You're also going to use third-person point of view throughout the essay. Remember, unity, coherence, and adequate development are critical for a cause and effect essay. Make sure you are proving your topic with each sentence example. Make sure the points are easy to understand, and make sure you've written enough so that your audience isn't left with questions. Let's look on page 2 for some topic examples. You're going to choose your topic from this list, and there are 37 different options here. Now, some of these we can kind of manipulate a little bit or revise a little bit in order to make sure that we are narrowing the topic sufficiently. Foreign immigration, artificial intelligence, AI is everywhere. The viral effect of social media, the impact of cryptocurrency, the 3D printing of organs, space debris, machine learning, this is probably known to us as LLM, the ripple effect of kindness in the workplace, and you can read the rest of them. I've had lots of students write on these particular topics, and they've written some very insightful and very effective cause-effect essays on these topics. If you have a topic that you see as not on the list, but you feel very passionate about that topic, then send me an email and we will work on it together. So when you're looking at your discussion, which is the first real writing assignment that you do on this, you want to make sure that you have chosen a topic that has some argumentation to it. Even though it's a cause-effect style or mode, you still are arguing that this cause represents this effect, or this effect is a result of these causes. So you have to show that relationship. How one person, thing, idea, or event directly influences another person, thing, idea, or event. So write what topic you've chosen and how you went about deciding this topic. In other words, why is this topic even important to you? What brainstorming exercises did you engage in to determine if you should write about causes or effects or both? What's your research? What is your working thesis? That means you may change your thesis later on after we have sent our essays to the tutors. There may be some ideas that are better situated for the particular topic that we've chosen. What order of ideas will best be suited for your topic? What are some logical conclusions you can draw as a result of your essay topic? What strategies will you employ in order to engage your reader in the essay? What is one idea, concept, or thing that you want your audience to remember after reading this essay? So once you've posted your initial comments of 250 words, return and read the postings of your classmates. Choose at least 2 classmates and write replies of at least 150 words to each of them. Make sure you address them by first name and then sign your reply with your own first name. Is to write the essay in your own words. That's step 1. You want to upload this first draft to this link in eCampus, and I'm going to take just a cursory look at it and give you some feedback. Now that you've gotten my feedback and you've made those corrections, now you're ready to go search for your research. And you're going to use Noodle Tools as the development for your works cited page. Once you've created that Noodle Tools works cited page, you're going to download that page and you're going to submit it right here. Now I'm going to tell you that the Dallas College librarians are excellent in using the Noodle Tools for a works cited page. So don't hesitate to reach out to them and ask for help. There's also a video here that they have provided that will show you how to use Noodle Tools. Revise the essay again. Remember, we use the recursive writing process. Now you're going to submit your essay to NetTutor, which is in Cengage. Again, here's your textbook link and here's the video of how to submit to NetTutor. So then, once you get that essay back from NetTutor, you make those corrections, you submit that to this link here, and then you're going to submit it one more time to the Dallas College tutors. When you submit to the Dallas College tutors, not only do you have to submit your essay, but you have to submit the instructions as well. So here's a link to the instructions where you can download it and you can submit these 2 documents to the Dallas College tutors. Here's the instructions of how to submit your essays to the Dallas College Learning Commons. Once you get that back, you make all of those corrections, make any other corrections that you feel is necessary, and then you have the final submission here of your cause-effect essay. Here is the English essay grading rubric and where we're using research in the essay. I know this video is a bit longer than the other videos, but this is also one of our major writing assignments. This particular writing assignment is worth 150 points. So you want to make sure that you are fully developing this assignment and not skipping any steps so that you're eligible for full credit in each of these different areas. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.